You are listening to an Audio Box original. Please like and subscribe, and more chapters will be on the way. Our first story is Brown Brown's 4th of July Adventure, written by Night Owl and read by Night Owl. Thank you so much for listening. Brown Brown's 4th of July Adventure, Chapter 1. Scared of his own shadow.
Time for treats.
Dorothy called out to the dogs, sleeping in their beds upstairs in a room that was decked out with 2 big dog beds, lots of toys that squeaked, and an assortment of chew toys. Brown Brown's ears sprouted to attention. He stretched his little legs and let out a big yawn. Well, big for a tiny dog that weighs only 4 pounds. See, Brown Brown is a teacup dog. His coat was shiny brown, and as soon as his owner, Dorothy, saw him at the pet rescue center, she immediately named him Brownie, but also called him Brown Brown, or sometimes just plain Brown. Most other pets towered over Brownie, and that intimidated him and made him scared. At times he was so scared, he was even scared of his own shadow. He is so scared that when it's time to travel with Dorothy, she would tuck him away in her purse that she made by hand just for him, so he felt relaxed when they traveled. But Brownie acted brave around his buddy Rex, who was fast asleep, snoring with drool dangling from his mouth.
Get up, Rex. Get up, you big lug.
Brownie shouted in his high-pitched voice as he nudged Rex with his little nose. Rex turned over, almost crushing Brown Brown, who let out a big yelp and ran under the covers.
I said, get up, not turn me into a pancake.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brown. Okay, I'm up,
Rex replied while stretching, then scratched behind his right ear and shook his head vigorously from left to right. Rex was a big dog. He was part pit bull and German shepherd, and had the muscles of a big pit and the smarts of a shepherd. His coat was tan with white patches. He sniffed the air.
I smell treats. Hey, Brownie, Dorothy's making treats again,
he said with a grin.
Yeah, I know, Rex.
Brownie said as he came from under the covers.
That's why I woke you up, you big lug.
Brownie looked at Rex, then darted towards the door yelling in his tiny little voice,
Last one downstairs gets the smallest treat. Wait, I always get the smallest treat.
Brownie said while laughing as his little feet bolted down the stairs. Rex laughed, and they both went barreling downstairs into the kitchen where Dorothy stood by the oven, taking out the last batch of homemade dog treats. Dorothy was tall and slender. Her hair was black, shoulder length, and not an inch longer.
Now you two go potty first while the treats cool off,
Dorothy said while opening the sliding glass door that led to the spacious backyard.
And no jumping in the pool,
She yelled at Rex. Rex liked to start his summer mornings with a dip in the dog pool. Dorothy had purchased this pool a few years ago, and his usual morning routine was to go find his favorite potty spot and then take a dip in the shallow dog pool. Then Dorothy would have to wipe him dry, and she had no time for that today. It was the 4th of July. And Dorothy, her husband Jack, who always disappeared into the garage to tinker with his little gadgets, and their daughter Kelly, who didn't want to stay home this 4th of July, were both getting ready by packing the van to go watch the fireworks on the beach this year. Not like last year where Kelly just had to stay home and she was so bored.
Okay, Rex, I see you walking towards the pool. I said no pool, Rex.
Rex turned away from the pool and went to his favorite spot in the backyard, sniffed around, went potty, then patrolled the 3 acres of land connected to the spacious backyard. Rex thought. All is good. Not even a sign of that pesky coyote that likes to eat all the berries by the creek. Brownie, all is secure. Brown Brown was sniffing around timidly in the backyard.
Thanks, Rex. I am glad that there's no trace of that pesky coyote. One day I will have the courage to defend the grounds just like you do."
Brownie puffed out his chest and put on his war face, and at that moment he heard something moving in the trees that sent him darting underneath the porch to hide. "Ha ha ha!" Rex laughed.
You are still scared of your own shadow,
Rex said as he pointed out that it was just their friend Nala in the trees tending her nest. Nala was a mourning dove. She was snow white and cooed only a few times in the morning to let everyone in the surrounding area know it was morning time. Rex continued to laugh. He headed back into the house for those amazing treats Dorothy made. Brown Brown scratched behind his ear and came out from underneath the porch.
"Hi, Nola,"
Brownie said. Nola let out a coo and continued working on her nest.
"Well, one day I will be tough. You will see, Rex,"
Brownie shouted out loud. Rex walked into the house, chuckled uncontrollably, all the way to Dorothy, who handed him the biggest treat he had ever seen. That is the end of Chapter 1. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and that will give us incentive to make more stories for your enjoyment. Please come back again and listen to more stories. Thank you again.